Hi brothers and sisters, another video for today. A friend of mine asked me if I could do a video more about Jesus. And I will share what I know about Jesus. It gets complicating, but his main question is, if he pray to Christ, will his prayers be answered? My brother, Dr. Lee, you are the Christ already. I know that you're not the only one fighting temptations, for temptations are so aggressive. These negative energies get so aggressive when you become awakened. And their number one temptation, the majority of the people, is should I mention it? I know that those temptations sometimes is hard to resist. But you have to know the battle between good and evil. This is your war. You are armed with knowledge that these negative energies do exist. So it is up to you to defend yourself, fight these negative energies, the temptations. I'm talking to everybody too. If you have experienced so many temptations because you had awakened, it is only natural that the negative energies were starting to wave this temptation carrot in front of you. And sometimes they are very hard to resist. They will find the temptation that they know you are so weak in fighting, because deep in our psyche, we do not want to give up that piece of things that we like to enjoy, or peace that is so important to you. But having armed with the knowledge that you are indeed the Christ, this is your battle to know that you are being manipulated. If you win this war, you have won a big battle. The battle between good and evil deep within yourself. So, if you have a hard time resisting, go on a meditation in a quiet place, because only in this quietness, you go deep inside yourself, you can find the Christ within you. Also, try to find a good vibration to find the calmness within you. I just met an enlightened being, and he's one of my favorite channel here. So if you click on that, there are some sound frequency to help you focus on your vibration. But no, this is your battle. So you need to face this challenge, each and every one of you. Because when you defeat these temptations, you are the victor. How are you going to graduate from being a Christ if you cannot fight your own battle? So, now regarding Jesus Christ. The Jesus Christ that I know, that the information that was given to me, there were 16 crucified Christ before the crucifixion of Emmanuel. The story in the Bible consists of multiple Christs. So most of the wisdom teaching that was portrayed in the Bible were from Emmanuel's wisdom. Emmanuel was the one who was born in Bethlehem. Emmanuel was the one who was being baptized by John the Baptist. Emmanuel was crucified. But in the Bible, there were two descriptions, two entities that they had wrote about Christ. The other Christ, in the Bible, it mentioned there that when he was being crucified or something like that, his bones were not broken. And here it is. Emmanuel's bones were broken. All of his bones are broken. He was healed by Archangel Gabriel, so he did not die. He moved to Kashmir, India, and other places of the world. He studied Hinduism, Buddhism, and other wisdom teachings. He died in Kashmir. The tombstone that showed it, he died at the age of 117 years old. But the other information was he died 105 years old. When was Emmanuel was born? Emmanuel was born on December 3rd. During the year that he was crucified, it was the year 32. So I know it will conflict with someone who is like Bible scholars or someone who studied about Christ. We will conflict with our information because some will argue with me that J did not exist in the 1700s, which was manipulated big time. Because Emmanuel did exist. So does Judas Iscariot at that time. So don't tell me that J did not exist, because Judas Iscariot was Emmanuel's writer of his biography. Judas Iscariot was the one who wrote Emmanuel's story. The part that the Bible said that Christ was sold by Judas for 30 pieces of silver, which is not correct. He was sold 70 pieces of silver by Judas Iscariot, not Iscariot. Iscariot. Judas Iscariot was the son of the Pharisee. He was the one who stole. He also stole Judas Iscariot's manuscript. So there was so many misinformation in the Bible. The other Christ that did not have broken bones, this Christ was we call Yeshua. His bones were not broken. Because at that time when Yeshua, during his time, he hung out with a lot of Indian friends. And the Indian friends are so great and so many magic things, magic tricks, including the suspension of your breath that you can practice controlling your breath like you are dead. And that's what the other Christ had mastered. So when the soldiers are preparing to crucify him, he practiced this trick of acting that he was dead. So he was not crucified, they just buried him. That's why his bone was not broken. What else? So this Christ, the other one went to the parts of India, which is Emmanuel, and the second Christ, went to Scandinavia, which is now we call America. At that time, I didn't find any interest of knowing some more, because for me, it's no big deal. I do not want to ask any more questions what happened. The time that John the Baptist baptized Christ, he was taken by the light ship at that time in the river Jordan, and there he was called for 40 days and nights in the higher realm. The Bible mentioned it that he went to the desert. No, he did not. He was schooled for 40 days and 40 nights by the wise beings that we call gods. And this is the place where the Bible described the New Jerusalem, the golden city. It was in the higher realm with gates of gold. I don't know what happened to the family, because I guess it was part of the protection of the bloodline. I don't know if the family was killed by the Illuminati. I don't want to know. I'm not interested. So, this is what I know. So if you want to worship a God, worship our prime creator, because this is where our source. And if you cannot fight your temptation, ask for help. You have a guardian angel and an ascended master guide within you. We have two guides. Ask for their help, or ask to send the appropriate archangel to help you with your temptations. So have faith. This is your battle. This is your fight. Stand and face the negative energy. If you win this battle, it will be a great victory for you. I send you my love, my brothers and sisters who are encountering a temptation problem, or whatever that is waving in front of your brain. So fight for it. Know that you do exist. And know you are being manipulated. It's time for you to really decide deep from the heart what you wanted to, or how you wanted to deal with the negative energies. Keep the open mind. Know the truth. You are the Christ. I love you all, brothers and sisters.